Welcome students. Let us carry forward our discussion on kinetics of particles 1 with movable pulleys problem. Just a quick revision what we have seen in movable pulleys. The first thing which we have seen is the accelerations for the body are not equal. The second thing which we have seen in the movable pulley problem was to establish relation between accelerations. And for that we have used the concept of summation of virtual work done should be 0. And work done is given by force multiplied by displacement. That's it. So let us proceed to the next problem, which says two blocks weighing 50 Newton and 20 Newton are connected by the string as shown in figure. All the pulleys are massless and frictionless. If the system is released from rest, find displacement of 20 Newton block after 2 seconds. And we are given that coefficient of friction between the surface and the block is 0.1. So let me write here also that this is given to us as 0.1. So now you can see that there are two pulleys, one which is this fixed pulley and this is the movable pulley. And because it is a movable pulley problem, we will say that acceleration of 50 Newton block will not be equal to acceleration of 20 Newton block. Now let us proceed further with the solution. The first step is to determine the tensions in the rope. Okay, let me start with this part. Let us assume that the tension in this cable is T. If this side it is T and it is passing over the smooth and frictionless pulley, hence the tension in this part of the cable will also be T. Again, this cable continues towards this side along this pulley, and because it is again a frictionless and massless pulley, the tension on this side of the cable will also be T. Now we are required to determine tension in this cable. So if I draw the free body diagram of this pulley, I will have the tension on this side as T, tension on this side as T, and I need the tension in this particular cable. So if I apply conditions of equilibrium, tension T going upwards, tension T going upwards, that means total tension is 2T going upward. Hence, to balance, the tension in this cable will be 2T going downwards if I consider pulley as my free body diagram. Okay, next step. Next step is to make the free body diagram of this particular body and this particular body. But before that, for simplicity, let me name this body as 1 and let me name this body as 2. Now, drawing free body diagram of body 1, I will have a body of weight 50 Newton. So first thing we'll show is the tension in the cable or the applied force, which is 2T, which we have already shown now, and tension should be always away from the body. Next will be self weight, which will be going down of 50 Newton. Third is reaction from contact surface, but as there is no contact of this block with any surface, that means normal reaction will be 0 or not to be shown. Also similarly, friction force is not to be shown because there is no movement of this block over any surface. So with this we have completed the diagram, the free body diagram of this particular block showing all the forces. Now next step is to show the inertia force or the imaginary force, but it should be in the direction opposite to the motion of the body. So before that, let me first assume the direction of motions. Now if you observe this figure entirely, you will see that this block of 50 Newton is heavier than this block of 20 Newton. So what I will assume that because this block is heavy, this will try to come down. And because it is coming down, it will try to push this block up the plane because of the connectivity. Now, we have assumed that this block will be going downwards, hence the inertia force will be going upwards with a value of M, that is 50 divided by 9.81 into A1, because I am taking it as body A1. So this completes the entire free body diagram on which we can apply conditions of equilibrium. So let us start with that. So starting for block A, or that is 50 Newton block, I can say, or we can also say it as block 1 because we have named it as block 1. So starting with the solution for block 1, we will have summation of Fy is equal to 0. So there are three forces in y direction, 2t, 50 divided by 9.81 A1, and this 50 as my self weight. So writing the equation of summation of Fy, I will get minus 50 plus 2t plus 50 divided by 9.81 A1 is equal to 0. Just rearranging the terms, I will get 2t plus 5.09 A1 is equal to 50. Let this be equation number 1. Now let us proceed further to make the free body diagram of this 20 Newton block. I will make that a block of 20 Newton. The first force which we show is the tension or the applied force, which is T, we have already assumed. Self weight always act vertically downwards, so it will be 20 Newton. Then reaction from contact surface. Yes, there is a contact of this block with the surface, so it will be offering the contact reaction N. Next is the friction force. As this block is moving upside, the friction force will be towards downside with a value of 0.1 N. With this I have shown all the forces acting on this particular body. Now, before applying conditions of equilibrium, we need to add one more force, that is the inertia force or the imaginary force in the direction opposite to the motion of the body. So again, opposite to the direction of the body means this direction, and the value will be 20 divided by 9.81 A2, because I need mass, not the weight, m into acceleration. Now we can apply conditions of equilibrium, but before that all the forces should be either in x or in y. So if I consider this as my coordinate system, in which this will be x and this will be y, the only inclined force is this one, that is 20 Newton. So resolving it, I will get these two components, and as angle is given to us as 30 degree, this angle will also be 30 degree. So this will be 20 cos 30 and this will be 20 sin 30. So with this we have completed the entire free body diagram, and now we can apply conditions of equilibrium for this block. So let us start with that. So proceeding further for applying conditions of equilibrium for block B, for summation of y I have 20 cos 30 and n. So I will write minus 20 cos 30 plus n1 is equal to 0, and I will get the value of n1 as 20 cos 30. The next step is to apply summation of fx is equal to 0, for which I have the forces 0.1 n, 20 divided by 9.81 A2, and this 20 sin 30. So applying that, I will get 2.3 A2, which is 20 divided by 9.81, 0.n1, and 20 sin 30 minus t is equal to 0. Yes, there is also one force of t which is going left side, so it will be minus t. In this equation, I already know the value of n1, that is 20 cos 30. So I will substitute it here, and I will get one equation as minus 2.03 A2 minus t is equal to 11.73. Now let this be equation number 2. Now if you observe equation 1 and 2, here the unknowns are t and a1, whereas in equation 2 the unknowns are t and a2. So you can observe that there are three unknowns, but there are only two equations, hence it cannot be solved. So we need the third equation to proceed further. So how we will get the third equation? We will have the relation between accelerations, for which I have summation of virtual work done should be 0. Now what is work done? Work done is force multiplied by displacement. So let us start with body 1. So for body 1, the force on this body or the tension in this body is 2t. So I will write 2t in terms of force multiplied by displacement, force into displacement. Displacement for this block, let us assume that this block will be displaced by x1 units. So it will be multiplied by minus x1 because it is going downwards. So this completes work done by block A plus work done by this block of 20 Newton. So on this the force applied is T, so it will be T multiplied by, if this block goes down by x1, let us assume that this block goes up by x2. So it will be multiplied by x2 and this should be equal to 0. So what I will get from here? Minus 2t x1 plus t x2 is equal to 0. Or I will get minus 2t x1 is equal to minus t x2. T will get cancelled from both sides. Also minus will get cancelled from both sides. I will remain with 2x1 is equal to x2. Now this is a relation of displacement of body 1 and body 2, but we need the relation between acceleration. So taking derivative on both sides with respect to time, I will get 2 into v1, because derivative of displacement with respect to time is velocity. Here I will get v2. This gives me relation between velocities. Again I will differentiate this equation with respect to time. So I will get 2a1, because derivative of velocity with respect to time is acceleration, is equal to, I will get a2. So this I got relation between acceleration as 2a1 is equal to a2, or I can write a1 is equal to half times a2. So this is my third equation. So here also I have written it and I got the same answer as a1 is equal to 0.5 a2, and let this be equation number 3. Now let us proceed further. We have three equations with us, that are this equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Now substituting equation 3 in equation 1, what I will get? I will get 2t plus 5.09 into 0.5 times a2 is equal to 50. On solving which I will get answer as 2t plus 2.545 a2 is equal to 50. So let this be equation number 4. Compare equation 2 with 4. I will get two unknowns. I have two unknowns, that is a2 and t. So two equations and two unknowns, we can solve it easily simultaneously. And on solving simultaneously equation 2 and 4, I will get answer for t as 19.88 newtons, whereas answer for a2 as 4.018 meter per second square. Now you can substitute this value a2 in this equation 3 and get the answer for a1 as 2.009 meter per second square. This is nothing but a. So with this we have completed half of the solution. So we now got the value of acceleration for this body a2. So this was my body, I will write here. The acceleration for this body is 4.108 meter per second square, and for this body I got the acceleration as 2.009 meter per second square. But this was not our requirement. Our requirement was find displacement of the block B after 2 seconds. So block B means this block of 20 Newton. So I need the displacement of this block after 2 seconds when it was released from rest. So what I will do, I will write u is equal to 0, v is equal to v, s is equal to s, because we need to find out displacement, t is equal to 2 seconds. And now we can find out the answer easily by using equation of motion as s is equal to ut plus half at square. So in this, u is known to us as 0. Acceleration for 20 Newton block we already found out as 4.108, and time is given to us as 2 seconds. So everything is known, just substitute and I will get the answer for s as 8.036 meters. That means the displacement of this block of 20 Newton after 2 seconds starting from rest is 8.036 meters, and this completes the solution. Thank you.